giving you a little overview on how we hook up our water system on our campers. And so I'm going to walk you through the process and get you an idea on how it's set up. So what we do, we hook up the hose into the exterior of the camper, and the hose is going directly into the sieve filter right here. So the hose is going directly into this sieve filter, and then as it's going through, it's getting all the chunks out into that filter. So you can actually unscrew it and take all the chunks out from whatever lake or river you're taking everything out of. As it's going up through the pipe here, it's going to go through these 3 large filters. As it goes through those filters, these are capable of going through about 100,000 gallons of water at a time until you need to change them. I recommend probably 75,000 gallons at a time. And then if you ever need to replace it, you use this tool right here that I have just up here. And use that to replace those large filters. After the water goes through those filters, it goes down into this UV light, a rather large UV light. And after it goes through the UV light, it goes through our gauge, which tells us how many gallons of water that we're going through. And after it does that, it goes through the pump that we have right here. And the pump diverts it all the way down into the tank down below and into our hot water heater. So, and that's pretty much how our water system works. It's really simple. All it takes is just a flip of a switch. I just turned off the filter, and now I just turned it back on. And then if you want to use the house pump, the pump will be ready to go, and you just leave that on. But I always leave it off if you're just not going to use it for a while. But if you're going to use it throughout the day, just leave the house pump switch on, and it's good to go. So it's a really simple system. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know, but hopefully this video gets a good idea on how our water filtration system works. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, I'd like to share with you a little video on how our solar inverters work. We just did a simple video showing how our water filtration systems work, and we'd like to show you the full capabilities of how well you can power your bunkhouse through our inverters. So we use a 240 grow watt inverter, and it basically can run, our goal is we want to help you run at least 2 appliances at once. And actually it can run more than 2 appliances, but it can overpower the inverter a little bit. So we recommend just to stick with running 2 at the same time, 2 major appliances, and it should work perfectly fine. So like here's an example. We have our mini split system up here. Just going to turn that on. And you may hear the inverter kicking in when it starts up on the fan. But then, what I like to do to make this very simple, to give you a tour on how well this inverter works, you see that there is power coming from the solar into the batteries. But also, the thing you have to keep in mind, and that is the inverter kicking in because the mini split system. So hopefully it's not too loud as I'm talking to you. But you can put power into the exterior inlet of the camper, which is an RV plug. And once you plug that in, there will be additional screen that will, or an item that will tell you that you have power coming directly from outside this unit. So what I like to do to know how much power I'm using on this inverter, I scroll down here, and my load right now is 660 watts, and then I like to go off the percentage here of 26% I'm using on my load. And that just helps me know how much power I'm using on this inverter. So what I like to do, this is our our range, our 24-inch range, and we have a microwave. I just want to show you how easily and quick our stoves can heat up, or just fire up pretty much. So I just turned it on, and now it's super red hot now, so it's really warm right now. So I have that running. As we come back over here, we are at 62% of our load is being used on this inverter. But I want to show you something. Even though you're cooking your food on here, you use up your microwave. I'm gonna go just for 1 minute, or I guess 10 minutes. I'm just gonna put there and press start. The inverter is gonna start beeping and telling you you're using too much power because we're at 107% load capacity. So because of that, we're at a fault on the inverter. So it's best to only use 2 appliances at once, but a lot of container homes that we built or other folks that use these, use solar, they're usually not able to run 2 appliances at once, and that's what I like about this. But so generally you can run a stove and the mini split system and our water pumps at the same time, so smaller stuff can run at the same time as the 2 items. So other than that, it is a good inverter. You can cook whatever you want, you can run whatever you want, but just don't use 3 appliances at once, unfortunately. But you can have all the solar and the power that you need on this inverter. And I guess the last thing I could share with you is how much this is bringing in when it comes to solar panels, because we got sun coming completely out on the on our solar panels. So we're bringing in about 54 volts right now coming in from our solar panels, and that's what I like about this screen. You can really get a good idea how much you're bringing in from your solar panels. So you can just scroll around and see whatever is happening through this monitor. I need to do a video showing you guys also the input from the city line as well to get you a better idea. But other than that, it's a really good inverter. I really like it where even my family, we use this exact same system. We can cook spaghetti at night and run our mini split system all night with this system. And in the morning, we can cook eggs and bacon and still have about 1/3 of our battery bank left. And that's using 20 batteries. Generally, our 20-foot units use 12 batteries and our 40-foot units use 20 batteries. And that's how well and efficient the system can work. Because our goal in this company is we want you to be able to have enough power to run all night and have a little bit in the morning, and then you can have the sun power the rest. But we want you to have your house work like a regular home where you can still use your major appliances with only electricity. So that's what we love about this system, and I hope you guys appreciate how well this can work to its maximum capabilities. But if you have any questions, please contact us at apakaoutpost.com, and we'd love to answer any questions you may have. Thank you. Hello everyone, I'd like to give you a nice overview on how you can flush out your water system, because on all our units we want to make sure that you can winterize your outpost, because most of our customers are not going to be in these full time. So what we like to do is like to show you, we always include a standard Senko compressor that comes with all our units, and all you have to do is you need to basically open up all your water spigots, your shower and your kitchen, and let the pump down here, let this pump run all the water out of this system first. So you might have to leave it running for about 20-30 minutes until all the water is flushed out just through the pump. Once that is done, once the pump can get as much water as it can out of the house, then I want you to take the compressor here. This is just a little switch behind it, and you turn it on. And you wait until the compressor gets to about 100 and 120 psi. Once it gets to enough psi, you're just going to go to this switch right here, and you're going to turn this valve over, and this compressor will flush out the entire system. And basically you'll hear the faucets and the shower head will have all this air coming right through it. But as simple as that, it's a really simple way that we like to winterize our units to make sure you're not gonna destroy any of your pipes. But if you guys got any questions, hopefully this really gets you an idea on how we want to take care of our units, especially mechanically. And so you make sure you protect your pipes, but also protect your solar and everything else. But again, thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day.